life in KL City, surrounded by calamity. It's all about honks and horns, the sound of a city being born. This ain't no California, this is Malaysia. Now I mash up with pride, but where is my ride? Nice one, man. Nice one, man. All right, come on, let's have a chat.
All right, we'll do.
For the first time in this show, I'm going to use this word correctly. Slamming. Slamming, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man.
It is not every day that we get to see something like this on the streets of KL, right? Come on, you gotta admit that. So when people look at this, people are gonna ask, what is it? What would your regular answer be?
It's a 1969 Chevrolet Impala. It's a right-hand drive, which is unique because it's actually made for Malaysia. It's built off a factory in Canada. So it's not the conversion to right-hand drive, but in fact a right-hand drive out of the factory.
Right. So, when you say it's made for Malaysia, you mean it's made for a right-hand drive market?
Yeah.
But that does not include Malaysia, right? This was never sold here, right?
Yes, this was sold here. In 1969, this was brought in for the Sarawak state government, and it was auctioned off in 71. So it was kept in storage until 2010, 2009. Sorry, that's when I bought it.
That's when you got it.
Yeah.
So from way back then in the 70s till 2000 something, it was kept in storage.
Yeah.
So basically, you got the car in fairly mint condition.
Yeah, pretty mint. There was a bit of work done, a bit of rust issues. But the previous owner did all that, so all I did was slam it to the floor.
Yeah, well, I want to find out about that. This is, after all, pimped.
Yeah.
So you cannot get a car more pimped up than this, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, okay, well, what have you done to it?
All right, I've refurbished the engine. It's an original Chevrolet engine with a bit of bling. If you want, I can show it.
Let's pop the hood and have a look at it.
So this is the beast. Yeah, this is the beast. 400 cubics, naturally aspirated with Edelbrock aluminium heads, much performance serpentine belt system. So if you see on older cars, they run a lot of belts. There's usually 2 or 3 belts, but this one is running on a single belt. Makes the engine run smoother.
Everything
it doesn't
runs
get
in tandem.
Yeah, man. Electric fans, just like a modern car. Air conditioning, power steering, a bigger alternator to pump up the juice for the air ride system. But it's pretty much it's a cruiser, you know. It doesn't get overheat in the traffic.
Nice.
Yeah, because I like to cruise on Friday nights when there's a lot of traffic, man.
Right. You see, when I look at a car like this, from the outside, I would imagine once you pop the hood, you're going to have a mammoth of an engine in there. But this is actually a small block. So what's the extra space for?
All right. American cars come with a variety of engine styles, you know, from your 6-cylinder inline to your small block, which is this, to a big block. So basically the engine compartment needs to fit all that. Now what I did was actually during restoration added on these panels here just to make the engine stand out a bit more. And all the water bottles and all the fuses and stuff that it's not really nice to see. I hide it in the panels.
In the bonnet closets. Let's call it that. And it's all accessible via this little flaps here.
Yeah, man.
Well, let's have a look inside then.
Yeah, sure.
Let's check this out. I feel like I'm in an episode of Fast and Furious. All right, what do we have here?
Yeah, this is the console, I guess. We refurbished it.
This is an apartment. It's not a console.
Officially, it's a 6-seater. You know, you can sit here. It used to have a column shift, but I swapped that out for a Hearst quick shifter. So what this does is actually manualize your automatic. This is on an automatic car. So you can go 1. So this is on 1. So you can push it at 1, 2, 3.
So it's actually now a sequential gearbox.
Yes. It's a sequential gearbox.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a modern stereo, obviously, air conditioning.
Is this air conditioning an
yes,
add-on?
Yes. This was added on by the previous owner.
Right. Okay.
Car like this doesn't come with air conditioning.
Yeah. Not from the States, so
some moon ice gauges and simple stuff like that. You know, just
Right.
to keep it original, but a bit of an attitude attached to it, lah.
Yeah.
Nothing too major.
Well, the money piece here is, of course, the horizontal speedometer. Yeah.
Man.
That is the thing that makes these cars special.
Yeah.
And for a car this big, you've actually got very, very thin steering wheel, yeah?
Because American cars are power steering from the 1950s, I think. So you don't need to really grip your hand, your steering wheel to turn.
Yeah.
So most of the time it's just a narrow steering like this.
Yeah.
You know, just chill and cruise. But whenever you want to slam on the gas, you know, it's there for you, man.
Right.
Instant gratification.
Well, I have a feeling this box over here does something completely different. But let's go and look what's happening in the trunk first. Come on, let's go.
All right, man.
Okay, let's look at this.
All right, here we go. It's
So, when we watch American films and then they say that, we look at them throwing bodies in the trunk, you literally can throw two, three bodies in the trunk, yeah?
You can.
But this is not normal because we can see that over there. What's that?
That's the air ride suspension.
Yeah.
What it is actually is a pneumatic pump. Yeah. The compressor feeds air into the tank at the back.
Okay.
And those 4 valves actually sends air or shuts air to the 4 suspension bags.
Right.
So each wheel has a bag which deflates and inflates.
When you need it, yeah? So that's how you did the slam down effect when you came in earlier. Okay.
Yeah, it's not practical to have your car slam every day.
Of course, unless you want to be grinding on the road the whole time.
Yeah. I could go lower, which I'm planning to do, and really scrape the floor.
Really?
That'll be more fun, man, with sparks in the back.
Yeah. Well, can you do something like this? Did you get this done over here, and did you buy the parts over here, or did you get them imported in?
I bought the part from the States, but I had it done here.
Right, okay.
It looks more complicated than what it is. It's actually a set of valves, compressor and air tank. It's not very hard to do. It's probably the brackets that you need to make for the tires.
Right.
But guys here, Malaysia boleh.
Malaysia boleh, yeah. No. We don't need West Coast Customs.
No,
we can begin it.
Yeah, man.
So, okay, all in all, I said, like, what's the experience of owning this thing? Because, like I said, you don't find many of these little beauties out on the streets.
Well, it's going slow and low in traffic jams. A Ferrari comes next to you and everybody's looking at your car instead.
It's which is the best part, yeah?
Yeah, but there's a growing community.
Yeah.
There's a Facebook group called Muscle. Now I think membership is almost 20. A lot of guys are importing cars from the States now, so you're going to see a lot of American cars, a lot of guys doing up their classic cars. There's a whole underground movement called Stance as well, and also the old school guys with the Japanese rides. They're slamming it to the floor. It's all about attitude now, and I think Malaysia is slowly building a momentum and bringing up that scene.
Right, I see. Well, I think a lot more attitude, and this car itself on Malaysian roads are attitude. But I need you to show me what you can do with that box of switches earlier. Come on, let's have a look at that.
All right.
Well, check this out. Right. See, looking at this car makes me feel like I want to go back to California, where this thing would probably roll the streets in with pride. Okay, I said, what are your plans next for this baby here?
I'm going to say goodbye to it for about a year because it's going on a body-off restoration.
Okay.
So, it's a 40-year-old car. It's about time for it to, you know, have its refurbishment.
So you already refurbed it, but now you're going to have a proper refurbishment, yeah?
Kinda, yeah.
What sort of stuff do you plan to do?
A bit of rust issues here and there, just to get it nice and new again. That's about it, man.
Now, final words would be, this is an American classic, and I think, you know, through our chats, I kind of get that the appreciation for American classic cars is growing here in Malaysia, at least, yeah? So what would your advice be to the next person out there who's thinking of looking at ebay.us, looking at those nice Mustangs going for next to nothing? What would the advice be?
Buy one. Because it's, well, I've been playing and toying with classic cars for a while, you know, from Volkswagen to now this. So the cost of actually refurbishing an American car is not as expensive as a lot of people think. You know, with the exchange rate and eBay being what it is, you know, catalogs. So if you have a passion for it and you want to get one, go ahead and get it, because it's a easy car to work on. You can do it yourself, really. And
it's the easiest way to make sure heads turn your way instead of any other way when you're out on the streets, yeah?
Yeah, man, especially when you're next to a Ferrari.
That is the money shot. Okay, I said thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
One final request, you're going to take me for a ride, man.
I will, man.
Come
I
on,
will,
let's go.
definitely.
All right, we'll see you guys again soon. Take care.
Oh, well, that's it for this week, guys, and that's it for this season. We will be back in a couple of months with a bigger, hotter and faster cars only on In Gear. For now, we hope you have a splendid Christmas and a very, very happy New Year. This is Lakshmi signing out.